And now, Ben, thinking back to our roundtable episode, the comical battle of mid, Jackson with Will Power versus Alex with Colton Herta. Will Power finished fourth while Colton Herta took fifth place. So in theory, Alex is more accurate at the moment. Both drivers got top five finishes. Is this really a surprise, or more along your belief that while not a flashy performance today, they're still contenders for the championship?
Yeah, well, I think those two might have been watching the roundtable show as well. I still can't get over. That's the closest I've ever come to actually walking off the camera here after Jackson made his comment about Will Power, and even Alex about Colton Herta as well. I think, again, not nearly as egregious of a take when you consider the great champion and race winner that Will Power has proven to be over his career. But, for those two to finish in the top five today, of course, Newgarden was just in a completely different zip code, but the battle beyond. I mean, I was listening to a race on the radio actually as I was driving back from Delaware today, and one of the commentators actually said, "No disrespect to Newgarden, but you almost wish he stayed home today because otherwise we would have had a great battle for the win with Ward and McLaughlin, who was my pick a winner, and then Power and Herta right behind as well. Some great talent and great drivers up there in the mix in the fight for second at least, and I think proving that Will Power still has it. He may have gone winless last year, but that was obviously an anomaly. I think he's going to get a couple of wins this year, and Colton Herta certainly has the speed if he can just make it to the end of a race and put these good finishes together. So again, I think the two main championship protagonists as of right now are still Joseph Newgarden and Alex Palou, but you can certainly never count out Will Power. And if Colton Herta can again make it to the end of the races and continue to hold on to these top spots, which he's capable of getting in qualifying and in terms of his pace where he would be, I think he could be a championship contender as well. So, these two being in the comical battle of mid, as we called it on the roundtable show, I think is still entirely inaccurate. I hesitate to take a victory lap after just one race, but I think the two of them still have a lot to prove this year, and I think they showed it today.
Absolutely. I don't think Will Power or Colton Herta are mid at all. Will Power showed today, despite getting up there in age, he's still one of the best in the series, just like Scott Dixon is. And Colton Herta, he just needs the car to stay in one piece, and he needs to keep the car in one piece as well and make it to the end of these races. It seems like with Colton Herta, something is something has happened with the car mechanically. And then on the other hand, he's like making a mistake and costing them a good finish. But I think Colton Herta cleans up those mistakes. He can certainly get back up there in the championship conversation as well. And by Will Power standard, he just happened to have a down 2023 season, and based on his run today, could be an indication. We could see Will Power standing on the top step of the podium once again. Thought both of these drivers had really great races.